Each year, the Pen Pinter Prize is shared with a writer of courage, who's chosen by the winner from a shortlist of Pen's current cases of concern. This half of the prize is awarded to someone who's been persecuted for speaking out about their beliefs. This year's winner is an acclaimed academic, anthropologist, and a leading expert on Uyghur folklore and cultural traditions, recognized internationally for her unique contribution to the study and cataloguing of Uyghur cultural heritage. She disappeared in late 2017, shortly after making plans to travel to Beijing to participate in an academic conference. She never reached her destination, and it was widely believed that she had been disappeared by the Chinese authorities. Despite international condemnation of her disappearance and a campaign calling for her release, more than 3 years passed before reports confirmed that the Chinese authorities had sentenced and imprisoned her. Last month, it was widely reported that a sentence of life imprisonment on charges of endangering state security by promoting splitism, originally handed down in 2018, has now been upheld. 6 years since she first disappeared, she continues to be held incommunicado, and her whereabouts remain unknown. Standing here in the British Library, I could not be more aware of the huge gulf between the kind of freedoms I have, or often take for granted, but are denied to many others in the world. I've devoted many hours in my life to the enjoyment and study of folklore, story and song in particular, trying to understand the values, ideas and feelings that these express. I've learned a huge amount from this and applied it many times over in my life. My version of We're Going on a Bear Hunt came out of this interest. But my passion for what the American poet Carl Sandburg once called, yes, the people, is pushed towards sorrow and anger on hearing that someone could be imprisoned for precisely the kind of interest I have. This is why I have chosen Rahile Dawut to be this year's Writer of Courage. I should note here that I have sometimes moved in circles in my life where people have argued furiously over whether folk music was mired in nostalgia or, as others argued, it was the voice of the exploited, the oppressed and the suppressed. Here with Rahile Dawut, we can see that the Chinese authorities have in effect decided that argument. Simply to record, study and catalogue a people's culture has been and continues to be an act of resistance. I must wish her well, fervently hope that whatever we're doing here today helps her case. I want to express admiration for what she's done, and I wish her all the mental and physical strength she needs, or as my parents would say, shekoyach, a Hebraic Yiddish saying meaning something like a mix of appreciation and wishing strength for someone.